Hi everyone, in this video I am going to solve Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Paper 3 core in a session October-November 2023 Paper 3-1. So let's start with the first question. Question number 1, part A. Write the number 6.5 million in figures. 6.5 million. So in 1 million we have 6 zeros. So 6.5 is 50 million. So we have 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6. This is 6.5 million. So 6 million and the half is 50, right? Now for part B, write this digit correct to the nearest thousand. So the digit at the thousand place is 7. The next is 5. So we have to add 1 in 7. So it is 3 and 8, and replacing the rest of the 3 digits with zeros. So it is 38,000. Now for part C, from this list of numbers, write down number 1, a factor of 18. Factor of 18, 6. 6 times 3 is 18. 9 times 2 is 18. And not the rest of the numbers. Now for the second part, a multiple of 12. The number that is a multiple of 12. 12 times 1 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24. 12 times 3 is 36. Part C, a square number. Which is a square number? 36. 6 times 6 is 36. That is a square number. And 3 times 3 is 9. Is a square number. Now for part 4, a prime number. The prime number, 6 is not a prime, 9 is not a prime. Square root of 100 is 10. It's not a prime number. 28 is not a prime number. 31 is a prime number. 32, 36, no. Right. Now for part 5, an irrational number. An irrational number is, so it is 100 or 1000. 100 is 10. It is not an irrational number. So square root of 1000. This is an irrational number, which is 31.6227766. So square root of 1000 is an irrational number. Moving to part D, put one pair of bracket in each statement to make it correct. Okay, let me put the bracket. Let me solve it with a pencil, but let me put the bracket on the first two and simplify. So the bracket 24 minus 4 times 3 plus 2, which is 62. Yes. So this bracket is correct. All right, and the next is, if I put the bracket on again the first two, the same thing, which is 62. So it will not work on the first two. Okay, let me put on 3 and 4. 24 minus bracket 4 times 3 bracket plus 2. No, it's 14. It will not work here. Let's see on 3 and 2. 24 minus 4 times bracket 3 plus 2 bracket 4. Yes, the bracket will work on 3 and 2. Now for part E, write 3 by 4 as a decimal. 3 divides 4 as a decimal is 0.75. All right, 0.75 as a decimal. Now for part F, work out 3 by 7 of 126. 3 by 7 times of 126. 3 by 7 times 126 is 54. Part G, write down the value of the reciprocal of 0.5. What is 0.5? Which is 1 by 2. 0.5 is equals to 1 by 2. So its reciprocal is 2 by 1 or just 2. 2 by 1 you can say, or 2 by 1 is basically 2. Without using calculator workout, you must solve your working and give your answer as a mixed number in its simplest form. All right. 3 times 5 is 15. 15 plus 2 is 17 out of 3. Minus 5 times 2 is 10 plus 1 is 11 out of 5. Now let me make the same denominators. So you have to multiply the first fraction with 5 and the second fraction with 3 to make them same, right? So what is 5 times 17? 17 times 5. 5 times 7 is 35. 5 times 1 is 5, 6, 7, 8. So it is 85. 85 and 3 times 5 is 15. Minus 3 times 11 is 33 and 5 times 3 is 15. We have the same denominators. Now let me subtract the numerators. 85 take away 33. From 5 take away 3 we have 2 is left, and from 8 take away 3 5 is left. So it is 52 out of 15. Right, now we have to convert it into the simplest form. No, in the mixed number first. So 15 tables is 15 times 1 is 15. 15 times 2 is 30. And 15 times 3 is, let me do, 15 times 3 is 45. And I guess 15 times 4 is more. 15 times 4 is going to be 60. Yeah, it's more. So it is more than 52. So we can say here 15 times 3 is 45. So in 45 we add what to get 50? To 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. We add 7. Right? So the mixed number in simplest form is 3, 7 out of 15. Question number 2, part A. The diagram shows a circle. Number 1, the diameter of this circle is 168 millimeter. Write down the radius of this circle in terms of millimeter. The radius of a circle is half of the diameter. So if the diameter is 168, we have to do half of 168, we will get the radius. 168 divided by 2, so 84 millimeter is the radius of the circle. Now for the second part, on the diagram, draw a chord of this circle. You can draw any chord, right? So the half of a circle is the diameter. Other than the diameter, you can draw any line, that is the chord. You can take this is the chord, or any line other than the diameter is the chord of the circle. Now for part B, the scale drawing shows the position of ship A and the position of ship B. The scale is 1 centimeter represents 6 kilometer. The scale we have given. 1 centimeter is equivalent to 6 kilometer according to the scale. Another ship C is 45 kilometer from ship A, ship B, and on the bearing of 124 degrees. Right, we have another ship C which is 45 kilometer from ship B on the bearing of 124 degrees. Number 1, on the scale drawing, mark the position of ship C. So first we have to use information of the scale that we have given, that 1 centimeter is equals to 6 kilometer. So 1 over 6 centimeter is equals to 1 kilometer. And what about 45 kilometers? 45 kilometer in terms of centimeter is 45 out of 6 centimeter. Let me calculate. 45 out of 6 is 7.5. 7.5 centimeter is basically equivalent to 45 kilometer according to the scale, right? So we have to draw the line of 7.5 centimeter from B, but we have to first calculate the bearing of 124 degree, right? From B, the bearing we have to calculate. So this line from the north to this, we have a 90 degree, and then we have 120, 125. This is 124 degrees. All right, now draw the line of 7.5 centimeters. These are centimeters. 0 centimeter connecting with this point. Okay, 7.5 centimeter you can see is over here. This point is the 7.5 centimeter and it lies on this bearing. So here is the position of C, and this whole bearing is 124 degrees, and this line is 7.5 centimeters. Now for the second part, find the actual distance of ship C from ship A. C to A, we have to calculate the actual distance in terms of kilometers. We have to calculate. All right. So this is in millimeters, sorry. From centimeters connecting C with A, this is 9.5 centimeters. 9.5 centimeters converted into kilometers, right? Okay, so what is 9.5 centimeters? If 1 centimeter is equivalent to 6 kilometer, 9.5 centimeter is 6 times 9.5 kilometers. 6 times 9.5, this is 57 kilometers. Now for part C1, show that the interior angle of a regular octagon is 135 degrees. We know that octagon has 8 sides. And the formula of measure of each interior angle of a regular polygon is number of sides minus 2 into 180 degree divided by the number of sides. So the number of sides are 8. So 8 minus 2 times 180 degree divided by 8. So we have 8 minus 2 is 6. 6 times of 180 and divided by 8, that is 135 degrees. It is proved. So we have shown that the regular octagon has an interior angle of 135 degrees. Now for the second part, show that the two regular octagon, these two are the regular octagon and a square, this is a square, this meet at a point without any gaps. They meet at a point, at this point they meet. Right, from the first part we know that measure of each interior angle of octagon is 135 degrees. So this angle is 135. This angle is also 135 and the square each angle is 90 degree, right? If the sum of all these three angles is 360, it means that the two regular octagons and the square meet at a point, because angle at a point add up to 360. So the sum of 135 degrees, the sum of 135 and 90, let's see what are the sums. 135 plus 135 plus 90, that is 360. Yes, so it is proved that the two regular octagons and a square meet at a point without any gap. Yes. Now for part D, the diagram shows the points D, E and F. D, E and F on a circumference of a circle. D to F is the diameter of a circle. This is the diameter of a circle. So DF is the diameter of a circle, and we know that the triangle over the diameter is a right angle triangle and the angle opposite to the diameter is a right angle. This angle is 90 degree. All right. Now find angle DEF. Okay, EDF. This angle we have to calculate, so that is pretty easy. So the concept we are using, that the triangle over the diameter is a right angle triangle and the angle opposite to the diameter is a right angle. So we can say that the 90 degree angle plus 49 degree angle plus the angle D, this sum is equals to 180. Sum of all angles of a triangle add up to 180. So we can say angle EDF is going to be 180. Take away 90 and take away 49. 180 minus 90 minus 49, that is 41 degrees. Is that angle. Question number 3, part A. The bar chart shows the country in which each of 80 students live. 80 students. The frequency we have Australia, Brazil, China, India, and USA. The country we have given. Number 1, how many of these students live in Brazil? So in Brazil, we have to calculate the number of students live in Brazil. This is 8 and this is going to be 10. This is 9, 10, 11 and 12. So 9 students. The frequency is 9. Number 2, in which country do the largest number of these students live? The largest, the highest bar chart, the largest is for India. Number 3, how many more of these students live in China than live in Australia? So China and Australia. China are 18 and Australia is 11. So that is 18, take away 11. That is, I guess, 7. Yes, 7. Right. Now for the fourth part, find the percentage of these students who live in the USA. The number of students live in USA. Calculate the percentage. For USA we have, this is 18 and 19. The USA is 19. So percentage we have to calculate. 90 students live in USA. Out of the total students are 80 we have given in the question, and times it by 100 to get the percentage. So 19 divides 80 times by 100, that is 23.75% of the students live in USA. Now for part B, in Hobart, the temperature at 8 p.m. was 3 degrees Celsius and the temperature at 3 p.m. was 7 degrees Celsius, -3 and 7. Number 1, find the difference in temperature between 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. So the difference of 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. the difference is 7 degrees Celsius, negative, minus 3 degrees Celsius. So this is 7 plus 3, which is 10 degrees Celsius. Now for the second part, the temperature at 10 p.m. was 12 degrees lower than the temperature in 3 p.m. At 3 p.m. the temperature at 3 p.m. was 7 degrees Celsius we have given. Find the temperature at 10 p.m. So the temperature at 3 p.m. was 7 degrees Celsius, and the temperature at 10 p.m. is 12 degrees colder, right? So from 7 degrees Celsius we have to subtract 12 degree because 12 degree lower of that temperature. So 7 take away 12 is -5 degrees Celsius. Now for part C, the table shows the favorite language that each of 80 students studies, right? We have given the language and the frequency. Complete the pie chart to show this information. All right. So the French. So here basically to complete the pie chart, we have to find the sector angle. And to get the sector angle, we have to do the frequency and divide it by the total and times by the complete pie chart is 360 degree. Right. So the frequency is 12 for the first one, and 12 out of the total is 80 and times by 360 degree we will get for the French, and then 26 out of 80 and times by 360 for Spanish, and for English is 42 out of 80 and times by 360. 12 divides 80 times 360, that angle is 54 degrees for French, and 26 divided by 80 times by 360, 117 degrees. And the next is 42 divided by 80 and times by 360, 189 degrees. All right. Now let me draw these angles. For French is 54 degrees. Where is 54? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 55 and 54 is over here. This is for the French. This is the French, which is 54 degrees. The next is Spanish, which is 100 and 117 degrees. All right. So as you can see, this is 90, 100, 110, 115, 16 and 17 is over here. 117. This is 117 degrees, and this is for Spanish. And the rest is for the English, which is 189 degrees. The pie chart is completed. Let me check. This is 180, right? So in 180 we have to add 9 to get 189. Yes. So to complete the pie chart, the main thing in this question is we have to find the sector angle, and the formula to get the sector angle is we have to take the frequencies divided by the total number of students and times by the whole circle is 360 degree to get the sector angles, and just plot them, measure the sector angles with help of protractor and just complete the pie chart. Question number 4, part A, the diagram shows a cuboid. All right, number 1, on the 1 centimeter square grid, complete the net of the cuboid. One face has been drawn for you. Okay, the base is drawn for us, which is 5 centimeter by 3 centimeter. So the sides we have to draw, which is 3 by 2. So this is 1, 2, 3, and these are 2. Let me draw the two sides. So these are the two sides of the cuboid. Okay, the base is done, the sides are done. What is next? The sides are done and the base is done. Now the front and the top and the back is left. Yes, the front side is 5 by 2. This is the front side, which is 5 by 2. This is 5 by 2, the front side. And the top is 5, 3. The top is 5, 3. And the last is the back side. The back side is again 5, 2. This is 5, 2. So the drawing of net is completed. This is the net of the cuboid. No, sorry, I did the mistake. So when we close it, so these are the two sides. So we can close the two sides of the cuboid. This is the base, right? So this is one side and this is the other one, and then at the top, right? So this is a mistake. So here we have, this one is 5, 2. This is 5, 2, sorry. And the next is 5, 3. This is 5, 3. I hope this makes sense now. Not the middle line. This blue one is not included. Let me explain you guys one more time. So the base is already done. So when you close the cuboid, the net of the cuboid, when you close it, you have the base. This is one side and this is the other one, right? You can close the two sides and then one side, the one side and the top one. So this is going to be the top face. I hope this makes sense now. Now for the second part, calculate the surface area of the cuboid. So the formula for the surface area of a cuboid we have to use, which is 2 into length width plus width height plus height into length. So that is a surface area of a cuboid. So that is going to be 2 into, okay, let me write down the dimensions. Length of a cuboid is 5 centimeter. The width of the cuboid is 3 centimeter. And the height of the cuboid we have given is 2 centimeter. Let me plug the values. Length and width are 5 times 3 plus width and height are 3 times 2 plus 2 times of 5. Okay, so 5 times 3 is 15, 3 times 2 is 6, 2 times 5 is 10. Let me calculate the surface area. 15 plus 6 plus 10 times it by 2, which is 62. 62 centimeter square is the surface area of this cuboid. Now for part B, the diagram shows two solids, a cube and a right angled triangular prism. Both solids have same volume. They have the same volume. Calculate the value of x. So what is the volume of cube? Volume of cube has a formula side cube. So 6 cube is the volume of a cuboid. Now let me find the formula for the volume of triangular prism. The right triangular prism. So the volume of any prism is basically the base area of cross section multiply by the length. So the cross section is this right angle triangle and the length is 9. Let me plug the formulas in on both. So we have given that both solids have same volume. So volume of a cuboid is 6 cube. This is equals to the volume of a right angle triangular prism, which is area of a cross section. So cross section is a right angle triangle. Area of a right angle triangle is half base times height. Base is 4, height is 4 and base is x, multiply by the length, which is 9. Let me solve for x. So what is 6 cube? 216. This is equals to 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, and 2 times 9 is 18x. And from here x is going to be 216 divided by 18. We are dividing by 18 on both sides to solve for x, which is 12. So x is equals to 12. Question number 5. A railway line has 3 stations: town, port and cove. Train A leaves town for cove. Train A, it leaves the town for the cove. And train B leaves cove for town. Train B leaves cove for town. Both trains stops at the port. They stop at the port, right? Now for part A, write down the time that train B leaves cove. Write down the time that train B leaves cove. Train B leaves the cove at what time? Let me check at what time it leaves. At 14:10 it leaves. 14:10. Now for part B, write down how long train A stops at the port. This is the train A, this is the port. The train A stops at the port. How long? These are the minutes it stops at the port. So each block represent 1 minute. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 minutes it stops at the port. Part C, how many more minutes does train A takes to complete the whole journey than train B? Train A complete the whole journey from 14 to 14:40. Train A takes 40 minutes to complete the whole journey. 40 minutes to complete the whole journey, and train B, how many minutes it take? 14:10 to 14, sorry, it starts from 14:10 and ends at 14:40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 14:48. Okay, so 14:48 minus 14:10. How many minutes? I guess 38 minutes. 14:48 minus 14:10. 38 minutes, yes. So it takes 38 minutes for train B to complete the whole journey. So how many more minutes does train A takes to complete the whole journey than train B? So 40 minus 38, 2 minutes. 40 minus 38 equals to 2 minutes. 2 more minutes the train A takes to complete the whole journey than train B. Now for part D, write down the time that the two trains pass each other. The two trains pass each other at what time? At this time they pass each other. And this time is 14, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 14, 25. At 14:25 the two trains pass each other. Now for part E, work out the average speed of train A between town and cove in kilometer per hour. So average speed, we know that speed equals to distance over time. Total distance traveled over total time taken. So the total distance traveled we have to calculate for the train A. The distance traveled is, this is the distance traveled. This is 20, 21, 22, 23 kilometer is the distance traveled. 23 kilometer. And the time taken is 40 minutes. We have to convert minutes into hours, right? Because the answer in kilometer per hour. So we have, if I use the conversion over here, that 1 hour equals to 60 minutes. What about 40 minutes in hours? 40 minutes is 40 divided by 60 hours. 40 divided by 60, this is 2 by 3 hours. 2 by 3 hours is equals to 40 minutes. Let me substitute it into the average speed formula. So speed is going to be 23 kilometer over 2 by 3 hour. 23 divides answer, which is 34.5 kilometer per hour. Question number 6, part A. Describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle B. A onto B. This is obviously a translation because not an enlargement. The shape, the size of the shape is same, not a rotation, not a reflection. So this is just a translation. The shape is translated some unit right or left. So how much it is translated if I take this as a reference point? So the horizontal translation is 1 and 2 units, and the vertical translation is 1, 2 and 3 units down. 2 units right and 3 units down. So it is translation 2 units towards right and 3 units down. So in terms of vector we can say 2 and -3. The horizontal translation is 2 and vertical translation is -3. Moving to part B, describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle C. A onto C, this is obviously an enlargement because the shape is enlarged. So this is an enlargement. Let me find the scale factor of enlargement. Is, and the center of enlargement. So to get the scale factor, we have to calculate the units. We have 2 units for the original shape and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 units for the new shape. So the scale factor is the new over the original. So the new one is 6 and the original one is 2. So that is 3. So the scale factor is 3. Let me find out the center of enlargement now. Let me connect the corresponding points of C and A and C triangle. Okay. And connect these 2 points as well. where all the points of the coordinates meet, that is the center. This with this. So all the three meets at this point. So the center is 4, 6 is the center of enlargement. So the center of enlargement is 4 and 6. Now for part C on the grid, draw the image of triangle A after reflection in the line y equals to 6. Triangle A, we have to reflect in a line y equals to 6. So let me draw the line y equals to 6 is the horizontal line. This is y equals to 6. Now we have to reflect it. So 1 unit, this point is 1 unit. This distance from the, just connect, find out the distance between the line of reflection. So this is 1 unit, so this point is 1 unit. So 1, 2, 3 units, 1, 2 and 3 units. This is 1, 2 and 3 units, 1, 2 and 3 units. This is a reflection. Question number 7, part A, simplify. So let me connect the combine the like terms, 5a plus 2a and 3b minus 4b. So 5, 6, 7, we have 7a, and from 3 take away 4 is minus b. Part B, we have given p in terms of xy. Find the value of x when p is 21 and y value is negative of 5. So we have p is 21 equals to 8x plus 3 and y values minus 5. 21 equals to 8x and 3 times 5 is 15. So from 21 add 15, shifting the 15 on the other side of equality, that has become positive, and 21 plus 15 is 36. So in 36 divided by 8 to get the x, divides 8, which is 9 by 2 or 4.5. Now for part C, make V the subject of the formula. So S is equals to KV square. So what is V square? This is equals to SK, dividing by K on both sides. So S over K. So taking the square root on both sides. So V is equals to plus minus square root of S over K. Plus minus square root S by K. Part D, multiply out and simplify. So x is with x plus 5 and negative 3 is with x plus 5. Distribute it. So x square plus 5x minus 3x, and minus 3 times 5 is 15. So x square plus 2x and minus 15 is the simplest answer. Plus 2x and minus 15. Now for part E, Nasir has x marbles. Selena has 18 more marbles than Nasir. So this is 15 more marble than Nasir. Hanif has 3 times as many marbles as Selena. So this is 3 times of the marbles as Selena. In total, they have 150 marbles. Find the value of x. So in total, x, 15 plus x, and 3 into 15 plus x. The total of all three, Nasir, Selena, and Hanif marbles, is equals to 150. Just solve for x. So we have x plus 15 plus x plus 3 times of 15 is 45. Yes. 45 plus 3x. This is equals to 150. 3x, x, and x, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5x here. 15 and 45 is 60. This is 150. So 5x is gonna be from 150, take away 60, which is 90. Yes. So 5x equals to 90. To solve for x, we have to divide it by 5 on both sides. So x is 90 over 5. 18. So x is equals to 18. Question number 8, part A. Find the equation of line L in the form of y equals to mx plus c. So the c is the y-intercept, which is -5. And the slope we have to calculate. The rise over 1 is the slope. So if I take this point, the rise is 2 units and the run is 1 unit. So slope is 2 by 1. So this is y equals to 2x plus -5. 2x minus 5. Let me explain one more time. C is my y-intercept and the y-intercept is -3. Sorry, not -3, it's -5. You can see the y-intercept is -5 and m is the slope. And slope formula is rise over run. So from the y-intercept we can fix this point. You can fix this point as well. So let me fix this point. The rise is 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 unit, 4 units. The rise is, let's say, 4 units and the run is 1 and 2 units. So the run is 2. So 4 by 2 is 2. So the slope is 2 and y-intercept is -5. I hope this makes sense now. Moving to part B, number 1 on the grid, draw the line y equals to x. Y equals to x is pretty easy. When y is 0, x is 0. When y is 1, x is 1. Y is 2, x is 2. Y is 3, x is 3. Y is -1, x minus 1. Y minus 2, x minus 2. Y minus 3, x minus 3, and so on. Let me draw this line. Now for part B, write down the coordinates of the point where the line y equals to x intersect line L. At what point? At 5 and 5 it intersect. 5, 5. Let me show you one more time. The point of intersection x is 5, y is also 5. Now for part C, number 1, complete the table of values for y equals to 8 over x. So we have x is -4. 8 divides -4 is -2. X is -2 minus 4. X is -1. -8. X is equals to 1 is 8. X is 2. 4. And x is 4, which is 2. 8 by 4 is 2. So -2, -4, -8, 8, 4, and 2. The table is completed. Now for the second part on the grid, draw the graph of this function for x is between -5 to -1 and 1 to 5. Okay. -5, when x is -5, y is -1.6. This is x is -5, y is -1, -1.6. -1, -1.2, -1.4, -1.6, this point. When x is -4, y is -2. -4 and -2, this point. -3 and -2.7. For -3, -2, -2.2, 2.4, 2.6, and 2.7 is in the middle. -2, it's -4. For -2, it is -4. This is -4. -1, it's -8. -1, it's -8. Now for 1, we have 8. When x is 1, y is 8. The next is when x is 2, y is 4. 2 and 4. For 3, 2.7. 2, 2.2, 4, 6, and 2.7. For 4, it's 2. And for 5, it is 1.6. 1, 1.2, 1.4, and 1.6. Let me connect all the points to get the curve. Okay. And on the other side as well. So this is a curve for the function. Question number 9, part A. Pure gold costs $42 per gram. So the cost of 1 gram of pure gold is $42. The fraction of pure gold in an object is measured in carats. 1 carat means 1 by 24 of the mass of an object is pure gold. Henry buys 9 carat gold bracelet weighing 16 grams. 9 carat gold bracelet and the weight is 16 grams. The price of the bracelet is $204. Is the price of the bracelet is more or less than the cost of the pure gold in it? You must show all your working. So we have given the information that 1 carat gold, 1 carat means 1 carat means 1 by 24 of the mass of an object. The mass of an object is 16 grams, is pure gold, right? So this is the pure gold in 1 carat. So 1 by 24 of 16, which is 2 by 3. This is equals to 2 by 3. Now she buys a 9 carat gold bracelet. So what is 9 carat? 9 carat pure gold in 9 carat is 1 by 24 of 16 of 9, which is 2 by 3 of 9. This is equals to 6 grams, right? So this is the pure gold in 9 carat bracelet, in 9 carat, yes. Okay, now we have to find for 1 kilo. This is for 6 grams. Now for 1 gram, we know that 1 gram cost is $42. What is the cost of 6 grams? Which is 6 times of 42. 6 times 42 is $252. $252, right? So is the price of the bracelet is more or less? The price of the bracelet is $204 and here we have $252, then the cost of the pure gold in it. So it means the price is less. This price is less because we got $252. So the price is less. We can say price of the bracelet is less than the cost of pure gold in it. All right. Let me explain one more time. So in the question we have given that 1 carat means 1 by 24. So 1 carat is 1 by 24 of the mass of an object. The mass of an object is 16 gram, is pure gold. It means pure gold in 1 carat is this much. Now she buys 9 carat gold bracelet. So what is 9 carat? 9 carat is 2 by 3 of 9 and its weight is 6 grams. So if 1 gram a pure gold cost is $42, so what about 6 grams? So 6 gram is $252, but she buys the price of the bracelet she bought is $204, so this price is less than the cost of the pure gold in it, right? Now for part B, a clock made of metal has a mass of 1080 grams. The mass of each metal in the clock is in the ratio copper, zinc and other metal is 21, 14 and 1. Calculate the mass of the copper in this clock. So the mass of copper how much is the copper? Copper is the first one, which is 21 out of the total. 21 plus 14 plus 1 and multiply by 1080. 21 plus 14 plus 1, which is 36. 21 divide 36 and times by 1080, that is 630 grams. So that is gonna be 21 out of 36 and times by 1080. Now for part C, there are 110 people in a group. The total number of people are 110. G, people who own gold jewelry, and S, people who own silver jewelry. 18 people own both gold jewelry and silver jewelry. So gold and silver, 18 people own both. The intersection is 18. It means G intersection S, this is equals to 18. 46 people own gold jewelry. So gold is 46, means something plus 18 makes 46. So it means 46 take away 18, 28 over here. 28 plus 18 is 46. 11 people own no gold jewelry and no silver jewelry. So 11 own no gold and no silver. That is outside. It means G and G union S whole complement. This is equals to 11, the outer portion. Now for part 1, complete the Venn diagram. So we have to find for the silver, because we have given that the total number of peoples are 110. So we can say 28 plus 18 plus 11, 110. 110 take away answer, which is 53. The sum should be equals to 110. So we can say 28 plus 18 plus some missing number in S plus 11. This sum should be equals to 110. So that missing number we got is from 110. We have to subtract 28 and 18 and 11, 57. And 110 take away 57 is 53. The Venn diagram is completed. Now for the second part, write down number of elements in G intersection S. So G intersection S, the number of elements are 18. Number 3, one of the 110 people is chosen at random, just one. Write down the probability that this person owns gold jewelry but not silver jewelry, just gold, not silver. So 28 out of 110. You can keep the fraction as it is, or you can convert it into simplest form as well. So this is also equivalent to 14 over 55. Now for part D, use set notation to describe the shaded region. So the shaded region is E in union F, the union of E and F. Question number 10, part A. Triangle PQR is mathematically similar to triangle UVW. Calculate VW. These two triangles are mathematically similar. We have to calculate this VW. Let's say this is X. So when two triangles are mathematically similar, the ratios of their corresponding sides are equal. So means Vx and QR, this ratio is equals to UW over PR. So we can say VW over QR, which is 12.8 centimeter. This is equivalent to UW, which is 14.4 over PR, which is 9.6. So VW, this is gonna be 14.4 divides 9.6, cross multiplication times it by 12.8. I just cross multiplied both sides by 12.8. Simplify 14.4 times 12.8 divide 9.6. 19.2 centimeter is VW. Part B, ABC is a right angle triangle. Calculate BC. B to C by using Pythagoras theorem. Let me calculate. So 9.1 whole square, hypotenuse square, equals to 3.5 square plus BC square. So 9.1 square minus 3.5 square equals to BC square. Just shift 3.5 square on the other side, becomes negative. 9.1 square minus 3.5 square this is 70, so here BC is equals to square root of 70.56. Square root of answer, this is 8.4 centimeter. Part C, DEF is a right angle triangle. Calculate EF, E to F, this side, the hypotenuse and the adjacent. Hypotenuse is given and the adjacent we have to calculate the user ratio of cos. So cos of 35 degrees, the right angle triangle, we can use the trigonometric ratios. Adjacent side is EF and the hypotenuse is 8.4. So cross multiplied from here, EF is equals to 8.4 times cos 35 degrees. 8.4. Yes, cos of 35 degrees times 8.4, 6.88 centimeters. Now for part D, JKL is a right angle triangle. Calculate JKL. Calculate the angle JKL, sorry. J, K and L, this angle we have to calculate. So the opposite and the adjacent, the tangent ratio we can use. Let's say this angle is theta. So we can say tan theta, opposite is 10, adjacent is 8. So theta is tangent inverse of 10 by 8. Tangent inverse of 10 divides 8. 51.34. 51.34 degrees. That was the last question of our paper. If you have any queries, please let me know in the comment section and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Take care.